Let's go. It's Friday. That means a very special edition of Smack Talk Live with the one, the only, the legendary, the Crazy Hawaiian. How you doing, my man?
Good. I'm feeling good. I'm irrelevant and relevant at the same time. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, my man. Sorry, I'm having a bit of difficulty hearing you, but let's just try to get through this, my man. I know the injury obviously has caused you to take a step back and be off, the fighting scene for a little bit. However, we've seen you obviously still in Las Vegas supporting your brother and everything that's going on. So you're still very much a part of the scene and working hard to get back. Give us a quick update. How's the knee doing?
Real quick, can you hear me now?
Yeah, just keep going.
All right. So everything with the knee is fantastic. I mean, I couldn't feel a lot more confident. It was the old knee injury. I told a lot of people different things about what happened to my knee. I'm not going to go into detail what happened. I just got a knee surgery, and I'll be out for at least the next few shows, but I am not out for the count. Your boy's going to be back in there anytime soon, and I'm going to be competing at the heavyweight level.
Awesome. So you're committed to heavyweight then. I heard rumors that even light heavy you were talking about.
So I just weighed myself literally right before this just to get the weight. I am sitting at, after eating, sitting at 238.
Okay.
And I still got some meat on me. So who knows? I may just shock everybody and go to multiple different weight classes. Who knows? I'm feeling good. I'm on top of my game as much as I can be, having an injury, but I am not going nowhere. I'm not retiring. I'm destined to be great at this sport. And my brother's got the super heavyweight title. Couldn't be a more picture perfect outcome to a bad injury. So that being said, I want to address the whole thing with James Seaman. The video dropped. It only caught the second half of what had really happened. I guess I've met him before, talked to him. I thought he was a fan. I didn't know he competed for Power Slap when I first met him. So I didn't know his name was James Seaman. I didn't know he dropped Pono and all that. So I don't know if you remember, we did that whole rating the slappers or whatever, did S tier to F or whatever it was. I rated him really low because I didn't know that was him. And I guess I rated Pono very high. And that's really what happened. He got butthurt because I rated him low. Sorry, bud. But he really he threatened me. He threatened me on DMs. He said he's gonna, on site. And I'm a grown ass man. So if you want to threaten me with anything, I take it very seriously. So in the casino, he literally called me out, walked all the way up to me. I didn't want him to come any more closer. My wife was the one that was recording. I walked up to him. I met him quarter of the way. He walked all the way up to me, told me that he was going to hit me. And I told him, yeah, you're going to hit me. And in the video, you can see and hear him say, I am gonna. So I just did what I need to do. That was that. I just want to address that as that. It's just a personal beef for me and him have.
Can I ask you a question? So fast forward back, yeah. James is walking out for his fight against Pono, and there's video footage out there of James saying, "Hey, you to Crazy, fuck you." What was that about? What were you saying? How did that all come about?
I was happy he did that because, like I said, I'm right now I'm irrelevant because I have an injury. No one knows what weight class I'm going to be in, whatever it is. That made me just relevant to everything because why is this guy doing that to me? Who knows? But now the story's out. We just did, we never clicked. I seen him in Abu Dhabi, and I swear to God, I thought he was a fan. He came up to me as if he was just like at all that I was in his presence. And I really honestly didn't know that he was competing in Power Slap. I didn't know his name. When Abu Dhabi came and went, I still didn't know his name. I just thought that he was some kind of weirdo on drugs, and apparently he's a power slap competitor. He got offended that I didn't remember his name. I don't remember a lot of people's names, but it's just a little personal beef. But the whole in the public eye, I do apologize to apologize to Derek at Circle Casino. Nothing was supposed to come about it. Nothing was gonna go down. I was actually gonna tell him to come meet me on the streets, like literally. But my wife talked some sense into me and told me it wasn't worth it. But a threat is a threat, and there's a lot of threats being going around in power slap. Actually, the sport is actually graduating to some real drama, some real beef, and I'm happy about it. I really am.
All right. So
it's what the sport needs, bro.
Clear. So you think so? James Seaman, and you at the casino get into an altercation. What's going through your mind, man? You got one leg and you want to start throwing down.
Actually, I wasn't sure if he was serious, so I didn't take him serious. He screamed at me from the parking structure, which is a whole bridge street away, and he's like calling me, telling me some crazy stuff. He's like, "Pussy, keep the same energy." And while he's walking up to me, initially I didn't know it was him. Then when I recognized him, I literally threw my cane on the side. I threw my breakfast on the side. I told my wife to fucking hold my smoothie, and I stood my ground and then I turned around. And I told my wife, start recording, because he's walking up to me with some energy, like he wanted to do something. So I told my wife, just record this, because I'm just let people see what's going on. I didn't want him to come any closer to my wife, so I met him that distance away from whatever you see in the video. I wasn't aggressive. I went to shake his hand. It looked like I went to slap him, though. I can tell you that. I went to shake his hand. He flinched really bad, and then all of a sudden, like he wants to, get aggressive. I have nothing to prove to James, to anybody about the whole thing with him. But if you're gonna threaten me, I'm old school. I don't take good and well to threats, so I take them serious. That's that. We still have beef. Fuck you, James. It's gonna be always like that. It's gonna be on site whenever, wherever. I don't care. But I think he's done. There was a few accusations. I'm not gonna say from who, because that guy is irrelevant. About cheating early on in my career. Something about me calling whatever it was. It was just accusations. Apparently, I cheated. Listen, it is still the only pay-per-view slap fight that has ever been pay-per-view. Like, if you look it up, no one had done a real pay-per-view slap fight before. I opened up for who it was. It was a boxing match, and I knew I'm a true slap striker. Slap striker is what I am. This is what I think myself as. This guy was a pro wrestler. I knew for a fact that I was going to knock him out in the first round. I've only told my wife and a few other people. I melted, knowing damn well it's going to be on television for the first time. I wasn't about to just knock this guy out and then walk away. I melted. Slapped him softer than I should have in the first, second, and third. And then in the fourth round, I slap. That is that.
Oh, are you still there, Crazy? Oh, I think I lost you there for a second. The chat, can you guys still hear the Crazy, or has he caught out? Oh, got you back. You back, my man?
There you go. So yeah, I'm here.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think it might be. Here's two.
Yo, Lane. Oh, we lost Lane. Hopefully we'll try to get him back here really quickly. Let me know in the chat if you guys have been able to hear it. Obviously he was talking about the confrontation with James Seaman and what transpired during that particular event. And then he was just obviously alluding to speculation or allegations in regards to an event that took place of cheating. From my perspective, I couldn't hear everything that he was saying clearly. If you guys have any questions for him, let him know put him in the comment section. We'll definitely get into it. Hopefully we'll get him back here in a moment. You could hear him until he cut off. Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep trying to get him back here and hopefully get the signal back for him. But Crazy Hawaiian, one that obviously was there, and it's interesting to see that he's taking the approach that he's irrelevant in power slap. Obviously, he has a leg injury. We know he's still sitting on the actual rankings itself, being up there, and a guy that is, completely legendary in the sport. I mean, this is a guy that, has competed for a number of different organizations, a guy that tried to run his own organization as well at one particular moment in time. And, has been around the sport since 2017. So interesting. Hopefully we can get him back. We could talk about these allegations of cheating as it relates to that. Let's see. I think I got him right here. Lane, you back, my man?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm actually good. I don't know.
Cool.
Destiny is trying to stop it. Stop what's happening, but
okay. So where did these allegations of cheating come from? Like, do you know who could be saying this? Where it could come from? Why is it coming up now? I mean, you were the champion, and these didn't come out at that particular time at the top of the mountain.
I have no idea why it's all being said, but I think the person that's talking about it is running out of content or something to make. But that it's all for the clout. I think it's just he wants something to talk about. I don't want to mention his name because he is irrelevant. No one really watches his stuff. He's recently gotten to trouble with Power Slap and all of the social media people.
Let me rephrase it then. Is it the organizer? Is it the competitor you fought against? Like, where would this be coming from? Or is this just not a non-issue?
It's really not an issue. It's just me clearing up some stuff.
Okay.
The person that's accusing me slandering my name for defamation. It's kind of a spit in his face because I don't want to mention who he is. No one should know who he is. This is just for the public to know. Whoever comes across this, just know I never cheated. If I did, I would be rich. Really, really. I built this sport, I did what no one else did in the sport. I'm not going to say what I did because it's just, I made this sport to what it is today. Why everyone's getting paid, why everyone has a job doing power slap stuff. Yeah.
And I think that's undeniable, my man. I know when you were away, I said, like, you've competed in almost every organization out there. You've ran your own organizations as well, and has been a true pioneer of this entire thing throughout the entire way. And maybe even address this rumor too, because I'm not sure I got full clarity on it. But it was rumored that yourself and Slap for Cash were supposed to be the first coaches on Road to the Title season 1. Is that true in fiction, or fact or fiction?
That is fact. That is fact. I was stuck in a contract. It was, again, I did things that no one else did in the sport. I was the first ever signed professional slap striker in the all of the US. I was the first professional to be called a professional slapper. So I was signed under ex HBO executives and all that. I was signed under them exclusively. Our terms with these guys. So they picked up my brother. That's where Slap for Cash and the Hawaiian Hitman came about. I suggested that they went with Ron and Darius, and they took my advice. There were so many things I did in the sport that no one ever talks about now. I'm not just a competitor. I'm somebody that helped create this sport to what it is today. I will stand true by my pioneer status. People will say they're pioneer, but no one truly did what I did in this sport to make it what it is. Yes, the dumpling was noticed by Dana White, but who did they call? The one and only Crazy Hawaiian. I'm just clearing up my name. It doesn't have to be cleared up. I'm not hiding from nothing. I'm not. But I have one thing to come clean with. Everyone's talking about it. Is my weight loss. I haven't been completely honest with everybody. Everybody was asking, even truly you, Corey. There's only a few people that know the real how I lost all this weight. And I decided, you know what, not to feel shame about it no more, not to judge myself anymore. I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna come clean about how I've lost all this weight. Because somebody said drugs, somebody said Ozempic. It's so much funny stuff. So like in the sport right now is real beef. Pono and West, real beef. I want to stay out of it. But West, if you don't know West, who is going up against the Bell, he used to be 400 pounds. When I met him and finally talked to him in Abu Dhabi, we clicked. I found out that he used to be 400 pounds recently, and I asked him, "How did you do it?" And he told me he went to Mexico, and he did the gastric sleeve with the best doctor in the world to do it. So I was intrigued. I tried my best to lose weight. I was just gaining weight. I was at my biggest in Abu Dhabi, and I didn't like the way I looked. I was ashamed of myself. I really didn't go back and watch anything that I was in because I was 400 pounds. I didn't like my performance. I didn't like the way I looked. I was ashamed. So when I did take the leap and I went and got this surgery in Mexico, I wasn't going to tell nobody. I was going to lie my way all the way to my skinny self. This is really the size that I belong in. I haven't been big my whole life. Average size Hawaiian, but 400 pounds, the way I was, it's unhealthy, and I didn't have the means. I mean, we sat down together and ate at a buffet, and I ate almost 50 fucking manapos dumplings. Um, I just loved food too much, so I had to get this surgery. My mom and dad did the surgery. It's kind of a family thing, I guess you can say.
So, why did you feel like you had to lie about it, though?
I am my biggest critique. I feel time I was in my I was going through some mental stuff, you know. I didn't want people to know that I was really, not only with my weight, with everything in life, you know, being a dad, being a spouse, battling the limelight, like being in the spotlight, man. Like sometimes you could be the strongest, biggest, baddest person out there, and just being in that spotlight kind of takes a toll, you know. I took so much from social media. I went and I literally disappeared from my from everybody that wanted to see me do good. I was struggling bad mentally, and I still am. You know, I just wanted to keep that status of the biggest and baddest slapper in the world. Didn't want nobody to know that I was going through it, and I'm strong, bro. You know, I take stuff to the head. But
Absolutely.
even the biggest, baddest man can go through stuff in life. I didn't want nobody to worry about me. I didn't want nobody to see the things that I was going through. To have the world in my palm, doing the things that I was doing, being great. No one needed to know that all the personal stuff I was going through. I didn't want nobody to know, so I hid it. I judged myself for getting the surgery because I couldn't lose the weight on my own. You know, I thought it was gonna do something to my career if I told
Mm-hmm.
the medical side of it with Power Slap and everything. I thought I didn't want to face the music of it, so I lied. I kept it from everybody. That I apologize. All the people that I messaged about how I lost the weight, just understand that I couldn't even come clean to myself. I couldn't even tell the truth to myself about not being able to lose all the weight.
Mm-hmm.
I was unhealthy. You guys saw it. But now I'm I'm healthy as can be. Um, I'm not even supposed to be walking around, but I'm at 230 pounds. Who knows what the weight might be after I get through this injury. But I feel like uh, I need to come clean because I'm not a liar, dude. I'm just I come far in my life to just be real. You know,
Mm-hmm.
this is probably the first time that I wasn't. You know, um, and it ate me up. It ate me up. It tore me apart. To just tell other people that I was doing this and that. Um, I feel like it was time. Uh,
Yeah. I mean, honestly, man, I mean, it takes a man to say this, to be quite honest. I mean, a lot of people, especially whether you're at the top of the mountaintop with the titles like yourself was or otherwise, people don't know and shouldn't judge, the human being for what's going on inside, because all of us deal with demons in different ways. And I think most importantly, mental health is a big issue amongst men that don't often get spoke about.
yeah.
And, even as the chat is echoing, to Crazy, you're not alone in this. In this, people are giving you mad respect for coming forward. And I think it's, first and foremost and most importantly, taking the health back into your life so that you can, I know you're a father of 6, being able to see your children grow up, being able to play with them and everything else that goes along. So sometimes, there's things that are bigger in life than the sport itself. There's things that are bigger in life than, the Crazy Hawaiian, the character that's become.
Yep.
You're a man at the end. You're a man. You're a human at the end of the day that has a family. I commemorate you for, one, going through it, but two, being honest about it. Because obviously you are that role model to a lot of people, and I think here today, I think you're gaining some fans and followers for that honesty. So big up to you, my man.
I appreciate you, man. And man, when you're doing good in life, that's when all the haters want to come and talk. And right now, the haters can come and talk because I love them. I love everybody. I've always showed the true me. This was just a minor setback, injuries and weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
But on the brighter things, I am coming for the heavyweight belt. I am. My brother is the super heavyweight champ right now. I couldn't be more proud of him. If you haven't already, go. I am not the guy that just won the belt. My brother is the guy that won the belt, and he's Dane Biernes, the Hawaiian Hitman. Go and follow him right now. DA_Hawaiian_Hitman, the true super heavyweight champion. Now
For sure.
I just gotta go get mama a heavyweight belt, and
Yeah.
I haven't, man, it's so hot over here. I haven't, and everybody, happy 4th of July. With everybody, happy whatever you want to celebrate today. You know what I mean? I haven't really worked out much since the surgery. So what you see right now is really just the surgery. Mental health is a big thing. If you have somebody that's going through it, if you're going through it yourself, reach out, talk to somebody, because it does wonders. It does wonders. But your boy is back.
Let's go, my man. Let's go. You have time for a couple more? Because I just want to get clarification. I mean, you touched on something. You said drug allegations.
Yeah.
Like, what exactly are we talking about? Are we talking about Ozempic? I mean, I know it's one thing that you alluded to, but what's this all about?
yeah, I see the comments. I read them, just like everyone else. But recently, somebody said something about James and me. Something about meth. That was the word that was used, and I if you don't know me and my personal life, I've overcome meth addiction before in my life. I've lost 120 pounds from it. I've done that. I've been there, done that. This was not due to drugs. Um, I I I party. Yes, I do it. Um, I smoke hella weed. I am not a drug addict. Not no more, at least. Um, I just wanted to come clean with everything because people were talking, and I just wanted to address some things. You know,
Mhm.
boy's healthy. I couldn't be any more happy with my wife, my life, my kids, my health. Uh, I'm still relevant, and I'm
Mhm.
coming still. I am not gonna give up. Um, Ozempic was something somebody said. It was kind of funny. I never did try it, but I think right now is the best time to just tell everything, tell the truth.
Mhm.
I wasn't able to, when I first did it. I, I, I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell my family. Um, I kept it from everyone, and everything was just, you know, being truthful is the best policy for me.
Mhm.
Is always worked. Um, Lying about anything is just wrong. You know, um, stay away from those guys.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you, my man. There's been some talk about your involvement in the West and Pono beef.
Oh shit.
Have you been involved in it? And if you were, how? And kind of what's the status of that now?
So, this is big for the sport. Um, Everything before this was kind of fake news. It was fake drama. Um, this is real drama. There has been threats. There has been shit talking behind each other's back, and I want to stay. That's their beef. Um, how it all got started, how it all got kicked off, was West. Nailed it.
Sorry, dude.
You're good.
Nailed it.
You're good. West said something along the lines of, "Pono looks like a child." Pono then got offended, and there you go. That's the beef. That's how it all started. Um, these are both my good friends. I don't want to get in between them, but I do want them to have the biggest beef in Power Slap. Like, go for it, boys. Um, one hits the other hits the other. My involvement in it is this: when you're close with both of these guys, and Pono, he's a great guy. He's a solid brother to me. I didn't agree. Me and Wes was talking on our own. I didn't agree at the moment how Pono was giving out all this information, the secret sauce. So I did talk about Pono to Wes, and we both agreed that, man, if he tells people how we are doing what we're doing, you know, that's it. Everyone's gonna know the secret sauce. And it was little things, you know. And at the end of the day, uh, I didn't cause the beef. I just basically came clean with Pono about us not liking, um, and who is real. And the beef started with West saying Pono looks like a child against um, DTP, and that's all to it. Um,
Mhm.
I can tell you right now, I can come clean. I went behind Pono's back, and I didn't agree with some things that he was teaching other people, and to be honest, I was teaching them too. I was teaching this to everyone else. You know, out of all the things that I was going through, I really didn't think that I was the cause of it. Uh, I shed some light on things on both sides, Wes and Pono. These are both my boys. Um, how they take it is how they take it. But just know I've been true to both sides. I don't pick any sides. I told them both from the very beginning, you guys have beef, keep me out of it. I'm good. You guys can do how now it's gotten out of hand. This is some real beef. This is probably one of the realest ones. Everyone else, that wasn't beef. This is some real beef. New Orleans is going to be one that you do not want to miss. It's being slept on. You guys don't want to miss this one. If you haven't gotten tickets, when they drop the tickets, you know how hard it was to get tickets to the last one. I almost got kicked out of the last one because I didn't have the proper ticket.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'm the Crazy Hawaiian, so I just walk up in there.
Yeah. Where I thought you were going with this in New Orleans, if Wes and Pono see each other, do you think something's actually going to happen? Because you're seeming to think it's real beef.
I can confirm right now because I talked to both sides, and I'm not trying to stir up anything. This had to happen because I get what Wes is saying about the whole buddy thing. Gotta stop. If the sport is going to graduate to something more serious, this is it's some real dramas. When they see each other, I know Wes is going to be surrounded by all his people. I know Pono is going to be surrounded by all his people. Is Pono going to this? If my brother went for the title, I came and I supported my brother. Us Hawaiians, we stick together, true and true. He might support his brother. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten that far, but I just know that the beef is so real that it is on site with these guys. No one's gonna be able to stop what's gonna happen. This is gonna happen, and whether you believe it or not, this is real drama, real beef.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're around the area and you don't want to get involved, and you're in the person, and this happens, just get your phones out because it's going down.
Yeah, so I can confirm that Pono will be there. Obviously, both of us can confirm because it's public. Wes will be there. And I do have one way. As you said, tickets can be hard to get. Right now over on IG, you can enter the giveaway. We're giving away two tickets front row to the event, my man. So if you head over there, all you got to do is you got to follow Slab News, you got to follow Head Rush, and you got to comment, tag some people below, and you're ready to go. So Slab News has you, my man. Couple questions here as well. I'm going to bring this one up. I think Corey Corbin versus James Stonier. Does that match need to happen? Should I move on?
I really can't answer that. I just know what I heard about Corey Corbin. Stonier we need to see that guy. I want to see him. But I don't have anything good to say on either end. I don't know what the future lies for both of these guys, and I think there's bigger fish to fry. Really, I like James, but he does have to prove himself still. I know he's getting ready. I know he's been ready for whatever, but there's a lot of other matches to be had. There's a lot of people that are in the waiting lobby, like waiting for something to happen for the call, and I know how that feels. I've been in that position.
Well, how about this one then? How about the immediate rematch between your brother and Dumpling?
It has to happen. It really does have to happen. And to me, draw at best. It should have been the first slap bout to go overtime. But if you really watch it back, damage was there. My brother did hit high on a few of these accuracy could have been better in the bout, but and all in all, I think if you had to go with damages, maybe one clubbing high foul should have been called. I know, I was literally right there. I was standing right there, and I could see the whole thing. I know the officials do their best, to do their job, but it's got to be better. I know Mark Smith, he's a hard worker. He tries to stay on everybody about the rules and everything. But when you're up there, time flies. Even us as competitors go up there and we totally forget. We're like, damn, I forgot to do this and I forgot to do that. You never know until it's all said and done. It's all over. I think the officials should have done a better job. Draw at best. Maybe went to sudden death rounds. It was such a controversial win that we got to see the rematch. We have to. Let's do it. Come on, Dana. You know this has to happen. The super heavyweight class is in shambles right now. The king of the super heavyweights is going down to heavyweight. His brother takes the belt. It's a story worth making a movie out of. We need to see that rematch for sure.
Awesome, my man. Awesome. I want to circle back on one thing because I think there's some value to be had here. Going through, and saying everything you said about your weight loss journey up until this point, knowing what you know now, having felt the way that you felt during that moment, if there's somebody right now feeling the same way that you did, what advice would you give them?
Be true to yourself first. Be true to yourself first. Listen to your heart. Don't be scared to be yourself. Don't be scared to be judged by other people. Don't judge yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. You've come this far in your life to stay true to yourself. Don't stop now. Don't stop being true to yourself now. Be the person that you truly feel like you are. Don't give up. Keep fighting.
Great advice, my man. Great advice. He's asked it twice, so I'm going to bring it up. Should Jesse Nutting come back to Power Slap?
I think a good one would be because both of these guys are kind of hanging on there, but I think my boy over here, Joker, should go up against Jesse Nutting. I think they both need to prove something. Either one can go and go up against each other, but we need to see what Power Slap is doing right now. Like we have an event, literally like in less than 2 weeks from now. Is it?
Yeah, it's coming up on July 18th.
We need to keep doing it. We need to keep doing it. Monthly things. Yeah, I mean, let's do it. Who else you got in mind? Because I want to know. I want to know who wants to hear what I got to say about whatever it is that everyone in the comments wants to know.
Yeah, I think we're caught up on pretty well caught up in the comments. Let us know in the comments section anything that you want to hear. Yeah, I mean, Ryan Wallace, Jesse Nutting, I can get behind that. I like that. What 180, 185 or 170?
185, and it don't even matter. Jesse, we haven't heard from you in a while, but anybody can get it. Right here, the best to ever do it in the game and in life, man. I love you, bro.
You, bro.
Awesome, man. 185, Jesse. Getting called out, Jesse. You're getting called out, my man.
We need that. People are just in the waiting area, just waiting for that call. I mean, there's only so much events that Power Slap's going to do in a year, but I'm one to give advice and to reach out to people that are pretty much at the end of their careers and slapping. It's never at the end. There's always hope. All you have to do is get called, get noticed, and then you have an opportunity. One slap could change your life forever. Don't depend on it.
Absolutely. I mean, one slap, you had to pick an outcome. Pono and Wes, how does it go?
Honestly, to be honest, and I'm brutally honest right now, whoever wins that coin toss has the upper hand, straight up. Two of these guys are just at the prime of their craft. If you look at them statistically, physically, they're both just that guy. They're him going up against each other. Whoever wins that coin toss, you have to eat it. You know, one thing about the Hawaiians, we come so close to each other, and we're really closely knit. The Hawaiians we never go up against each other. Me and Micah's not, I don't consider Micah Hawaiian. He's a Samoan. A lot of people don't know the difference, but people get educated. Hawaiians are closely knit, but Hawaiians are the most hard-headed, the most stubborn. We have our own style. I haven't trained with Pono. I haven't trained with my brother. I haven't trained with Kili. I haven't trained with Russell. We all have our own styles. You try to tell us something, and you're Hawaiian, you better shut the fuck up and do your thing because I'm doing mine.
Well, we train.
Wes, he's locked in. No one can deny this guy has beat everybody that they put in front of him. He is 4-0. Let's look at the facts. There's nobody that is more deserving of a shot. They threw everyone at him that they could. He came out on top. What better way to give this guy a shot? He's locked in. If you're a matchmaker, you'd be stupid not to give him a shot.
Mm-hmm.
But the real power slap bout is Pono and West. People are dying to see that. I got a message for Erica. If you don't book this ASAP, doesn't matter the outcome of this next one because it's gonna be in the history books. This real rivalry, this real dramas. Again, I'm not gonna be a part of it. I'm my own man, and I told both of them guys, us Hawaiians do stick together. But this whole thing with Pono, he's got a lot of people behind him. He's got people that he's with, and I'm honestly proud of that what he's been doing. We've talked about doing this, but he's took it in his own hands, and did his own thing. Me and my brother, we're not so much a part of that management team or what he's got going on in San Diego, but we support him. You know, we support the Hawaiians and what we're doing in the sport. We're doing big things. If you look at all the Hawaiians, we're creeping up to the titles. We're trying to get these belts. I see the Hawaiians possibly, capturing all these belts one day. Probably be the first race of people to actually capture all the belts. Not all at once, probably not. But eventually, I know some crazy people, crazier than me, that is waiting in life and waiting to get that call. But again, Wes is like a little older brother. Like I talk to him on a daily. It sucks that both of these guys have this going for each other on sort of what on my behalf, but really it's inevitable. These guys are in the same weight class. You can't expect not to have gone up against each other, but this beef is real. Again, this is dramas that you guys don't want to miss. You guys want to tune in to whatever these guys are saying about each other, because you guys got to be invested. Everything else was just a little circus run, shit talking here and there, but these guys, threats have been made. This is real. So tune in to Power Slap because it's getting real and it's getting bad. Shout out to Head Rush for doing all what they do for us as Power Slappers. Go down and get your gear now.
Awesome, man. Appreciate that. I mean, you touched on matchmaking. There is a rumor out there that Power Slap 14 was to peg you against Damien DeBell for that title match. One, is that true? The second part to it is that when you are ready, do you think you slot into an automatic title match, regardless of who holds that title? Could be Pono, could be Wes, could be Damien.
I can confirm that. Although I don't know if I should, but anyways, it's confirmed that I was supposed to go up against the Bell. I had my plane ticket to go to Vegas and shoot the promo in, I think it was May, and I got injured right before. A week before, I had to fly out. I was devastated. Me and my wife was devastated, and we had to make that call to Frank. And honestly, I didn't want to tell him how I got hurt. I think I told him I fell, but it was confirmed to be a motorcycle accident. I was off-roading, having a little bit too much fun, living my life. I'm here in the Midwest. I can start my dirt bike up right now and ride on the streets, and the cop won't do nothing about it. That's the kind of place I live. That's where I choose to live. Everyone says, "Why there?" You know, it's just America. It's our land. I'm about to steal some of theirs. You know, so I love it here. It's a home away from home. Not a lot of people do know me as the Crazy Hawaiian here. I'm just kind of looked at as a islander, you know. Some people recognize me here, but it's nothing like when I go to Vegas or when I go to Hawaii. I can almost live a normal life. I can go to the store without people asking for pictures. I do like it when people are doing that, but before becoming the Crazy Hawaiian, I was really antisocial. I was that guy to go to a party and hide in the corner until you gave me a beer, and then here we go with the loose hips and the rolling shoulders and the life of the party. But
I'm going to heavyweight.
But yeah, I'll be honest, that's a very normal story. I was hoping it was a better story than that. Like, I honestly was, my man. I was hoping it was better than that.
I can tell another one.
But all good, man. All good, dude. We've got one question in the chat though. Yourself versus Darius, if given the opportunity.
You know, the first slap match I've ever went to, I saw this kid, and I literally told him, I didn't even know his name, but I knew he was the champion. I told him straight up, I said, keep that belt nice and warm for me, because that's my belt, and I'm coming for it. And he kind of brushed it off, like, yeah. At the time, I was like 350. You know, I maybe could have made it, maybe not. But I already have called him out. Probably the first appearance of any slap match I've ever been in. And I didn't even get a match when I first appeared. And I would love to go up against Darius. He is one that's been doing it longer than me. Just very few people have been doing it longer than me. I started right before COVID, and it was the golden years of slap for me. Is where I became the Crazy Hawaiian. And you know what? I started in Slap Fight Championship. That's where really the crooked stuff came about. Like, GT Tilly's doing amazing stuff now with the whole, you know, jiu-jitsu car stuff and all that, but he's always catered to the people that he wants to win, you know. He did, early on in my career, he did feed me people that obviously didn't belong at the barrel with me. So I just kind of dipped out. I didn't want to be fed easy guys. I wanted the best of the best. So I reached out to everyone else. Who's the best of the best? And I was really fishing for the dumpling. So me and Zales, it was supposed to be me and Dumpling, because Zales won against the Dumpling right before that. I think they went to overtime. They went 2 extra rounds or some shit. But I was literally live commentating on this slap match. It was the war at Warsaw with Zales versus the Dumpling. It was a tournament based slap bout, and that's unheard of now. You can't really. I mean, Slap Fight Championship is doing it now, but honestly, if you guys want to go to whatever promotions, I won't recommend it. I won't you know not recommend it or whatever it is. You do you. Try to get the character that you build. Everyone can knock somebody out with a slap, but it's how you do it. Like look at Pono, how he did the whole Magic Mike thing. Like look at Terp Daddy, how he did the whole humping the car, the stage. You got to do something dramatic to get noticed, get remembered. Do it. Go and take a shot. In whatever promotion that you want to be in, but just know if you ain't the best, then maybe you should really do your research on where you want to go to, on which promotion you want to go to. Because I did.
100%. Some good words there. Big Bird wants to know if you'll be in New Orleans.
It's not confirmed. It's 50-50. My sister, who now lives with me, is pregnant and is due to have this baby anytime soon. So if this baby doesn't come before New Orleans, sorry to say I won't be there. Family's everything to me. I have 6 kids. I apologize to anybody that I've scheduled anything with, because I'm taking it lightly right now. But I truly do apologize to all the people that I missed. Any schedules, anything that I've having to post, or something that just a simple story post. My apologies. I really do take my family seriously. I have 6 kids, supportive wife. I'm a dedicated father. I'm a dedicated husband. That's me. That means a lot more to me than these interviews and podcasts. But this is my job. My job is to be the greatest that ever did it, inside and outside. I just want to be known as a good person. That's all to it. So whenever my name is being slandered and all this stuff people are accusing me of, I do feel the need to address what's being said about me.
Because you're the best dunk in the world.
I just want to be known as a good person, straight up.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's play a little game then, okay? I'm going to say a name, okay? I'm going to say a name. I want you to give me a one-word answer of how they would describe you to Crazy Hawaiian, okay?
We're
going to start out easy. What one word would your wife say to describe you?
I'm not gonna. No, you're not gonna say the word. She's standing right here.
You got to say it, buddy. I'm asking you, not her. What's that one word that she would say about you?
Man, that's a tough one, because
that's supposed to be the easiest one.
A bunch of stuff, and it's most of it will be nasty or stuff. But you said one word? Damn, that's
one word.
Huh? No. Actually, you know what? I would have to say potential.
Okay.
Because when I met her, I was nothing. I had nothing. I literally was at the bottom of my of life, and she took a chance on me, and she probably saw the potential in me, and she helped me become the man that I truly am right now, standing here before you, this great person.
Awesome. Then what's the one word that Wes Minna would use to describe you?
Hopefully inspirational. This guy has done everything that I've literally just given him advice on, to the T. He's a great student of the craft, and he does adapt. I remember Mark Smith telling me the day before his match with Aaron Turner, his slap is illegal. So we changed it up on the fly overnight. That's when everyone was just dogging him on his style, his pause. You know, he did get some things from me and my brother. We worked almost all night with him, and he just adapted to changing his swing up. I don't know how his swing is gonna be now, but really worth going to his page, following West the Boom Mena, and finding out if he's meant for gold, because this guy's locked in. You don't want to miss it. Stat 14.
Love it. One word that Frank Lemasella would say about the Crazy Hawaiian.
One word. Oh my goodness. Oh man, that's a tough one. This is a real tough one, because I pretty much judge myself. Frank would pretty much say crazy.
All right. What about dumpling?
You don't know what he'll say.
Oh.
We need to translate it.
Num.
All right. What about Zalis, since you brought him up?
Ooh. Yeah. I don't think he would say any words. I think he would be like,
Okay.
or something, you know.
Okay. JT Tilly.
Ooh. Prick.
Love the honesty, my man.
I mean, let's be honest. Me and JT Tilly, we really didn't end on great terms. That is, I wasn't getting paid from Slap Fight Championship at all. I was getting paid by, you know, gifts and rewards with other people that's just feeling bad for us for not getting paid. I was okay with it to an extent. I was becoming famous on YouTube all over the world. I didn't get a kickback for anything. I wanted more. I didn't want to just keep making videos for this guy for free. So I reached out to everybody that did anything to do with Slap. I did it on my own. I have no managers, I didn't have no agent, nothing. I did it on my own. I reached out to every single promotion and asked them if I have to come on my own dime, I will. I already had this vision that this was going to become a big sport. The first fight I took outside of being the champion, I was stripped of the belt. Untold to me, he posted a video, and he's just giving I saying that I forfeited the belt. He didn't talk to me about what happened. He basically gave my belt to this unknown guy. I think it's Solid Slug or Slow Snail, or I don't know. I forget his name, but there's this guy from Atlanta, and I said, oh, okay, I see your cards. I see how you can be manipulative, and you know how you can feed the best guys what you think is the best in your promotion. All this other guys that have no experience. So it is a great platform for you to go and start your slapping career. He'll take on anybody, any crackhead or anybody that wants to try and get slapped in the head and try this sport out. Go ahead and reach out to JT Tilly. He will pick you up for absolutely free and make you do some crazy stuff. Now he's doing like a bunch of stuff. I don't hate on the guy. Absolutely not. But no one beat me for the title that he's just stripped away from me. I'm still that champion.
Awesome, man. No, good answer, dude. You got one question here. Pound for pound, top top 5 according to you. I'll take it. Let's go worldwide, since you're the guy who can answer this. Not just in Power Slap. Worldwide, who's the 5 pound for pound?
I would obviously have to include me so really there's only 4 other guys in this one. I have to include myself because I've done things that no one else has done in the game. By a far margin. I would say, again, I'm being biased totally. My brother, he's trailed me through his whole career, but I don't think the guys that he's knocked out actually couldn't get up, got slept. it was unheard of that these guys could even get hurt. I'd have to include my brother. The dumpling. What have you done? What he's done in the sport, he's made it cool. He's the one that's made it cool to knock someone out with a slap. It's been the dumpling, and it's always have. He's the biggest name in the sport besides me. He has to be the number one out of the top pound for pound guys. I just think so.
Two more.
The guy that gave me my first L, Zales. I'm not too sure if he can pass a drug test now or not. I know he's doing arm wrestling right now. So whatever it is he's doing in his career to do a slap, I think they're doing Dubai or something like that. Make sure you guys go and check that out. So Zales, he's beaten Dumpling, he's beaten me, he's beaten everybody that they put in front of him. Now, if he can pass the drug test cleanly, that's a big question. Mark. That's man. I'm only naming super
four.
It has to be the Wolverine. Ron has been doing things right. He's a quiet spoken guy, very few words. But when you get into a conversation with this guy, you know him. He's got a great head on his shoulders, and this guy's a true, humble champion. He's the only one that I would really be like, all right, this guy has done more than me in the way of competing to become the greatest to ever do it. Ron, I take that back. Ron's got to be the number one spot for me. It's got to be Ron, Zales, me, Dumpling, and my brother. That's literally the order that I want to put it in.
I like it.
I'm being biased to me and my brother. Again, there hasn't been too much. There's been 3 super heavyweight champions of power in the world, and 2 of them carry the last name Viernes. So something's got to be said to, shout out to my mom again. Everyone, you guys come from 2 people, mom and dad, and no, if they didn't, do, you wouldn't be here. So give them some props. If you have your mom and dad still in your life, go ahead and give them a call, and just love on them.
For sure. We're going to get one more opportunity. Anybody wants to ask questions, do so right now in the comment section below. As we wait for that, I want to ask you one last question. Zakir, obviously, an international superstar in his own right for some of the strength, displays he's put on. Where do you think he fits in the power slap right now? And what do you see of him? Is there a future there, or do you think he's just unfortunately not going to be able to grasp the rule set?
I think power slap, and I'm not going to say who exactly, but I think power slap is hopeful for this guy. He is marketable in his own right, in his own country, with the things that he does, but it doesn't make sense for me. The things that he's doing, it's freaking diabolical. It's crazy. This guy's being run over by cars and doing ridiculous things with strength. Yes, he's strong. Technique. If I had to give him any advice, I would steer far away from the strength part, because he's obviously a freaking beast. She's strong as hell. Technique has to be the number one thing for him, and he has to work on that every day. When he wakes up, when he goes to bed, he has to be dreaming of his technique. If he is not, I don't think there's a future for him in here. He doesn't have anything to prove with his power. He's so strong. I mean, I'm hopeful for him. I'm hopeful for everybody that's in the slap game right now. I never do pray on anyone's downfall. But man, he has to stop clubbing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to say it in his language, but no mas clavas. I don't know.
Awesome, man. Awesome. There's a question here. No bad blood against Gonzalez since he was basically tucking his chin and clubbing you.
So this is where like I have to like really thank my fans, thank my supporters, because I didn't really have to say much, about it. People just came out of the woodworks. I didn't know I had that much supporters until the Zales, Crazy Hawaiian came out, and I know what happened up there. He was he dropped me. He sure did. I had something to prove up there that tucking of the chin was gonna be looked at with a magnifying glass after that bout, because before no one was saying anything. Before that, that match came out, and it was just everyone just came out, supported your boy. I said nothing of this bout. I don't think you can find what I said really. But here's where my supporters just came out and fought for me. Threats have been made by my supporters to him, and I'm sure everyone knows now that he's a chin tucker. I
think that could be a whole league in itself, shouldn't it?
Yeah, chin tuckers league.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I if I don't go up against the people that I lost to in slap, I do want to fight them. I'm just that guy. I'm old school. Go throw some hands. I want this smoke. I don't know what to say. Like I lost to the dude. It's confirmed that he couldn't pass the drug test at the time. So I don't know how official that loss will. I know somebody told me it was an unofficial loss or whatever it is. I counted it as a loss. I'm fair game, but I stood up on my own. I walked off of the stage of my own. They celebrated the win. It's so controversial because now I may not be able to go up against him and avenge my loss, but my brother avenged one of them, and now I'm clear far away from the super heavyweight category, and I'm officially retired from the super heavyweight division. But I'm not done. There's plenty for me to do. I am destined to be the greatest. I feel great, mentally. Like getting hit in the head is one thing. Like obviously everyone's concerned. The talk of CTE is here. As you can see, I can answer questions. I'm cordial. I think on my feet. For
sure.
You got to be kind of fucked up already to even be doing this. So talk about that. Talk about that men's mental health fucking year. Why don't you give us a year? Why do we have a month? Like this is a real big matter. And, again, if you have to talk to somebody, do it. Don't keep it in, bro. You know what I mean? Talk to somebody. Reach out.
Absolutely, man. I mean, I appreciate taking the time. I know it's the 4th of July, happy 4th to everybody in America. But did you get everything else you wanted to say today?
I mean, pretty much. It just hit 420 here. So all the chain smokers and weed smokers out there, keep doing the green because it's all natural. It's just a plant, guys. It's not a drug. And your boy's not on drugs. Maybe on the weekends, but party safe, guys.
All right, buddy. Take care, man. Enjoy the day. Talk soon.
Slap News, #1, slap anything in the broadcast. Everyone else, just trailing. Sorry, guys. Slap News #1. Yes, sir. One down.